looking good and pretty clear with 205 50 15s. I gotta tap that, and I tapped it on the other side. I'll show you. But everything's looking clear. It's looking good. Really nice. Look at that. I wish I had a little poke, but I can fix that later if I need to. This thing is pretty much almost flush. Like, that is sick. But yeah, they are 15x7 plus 40 offset with Toyo Proxy 205 50 15s. So pretty much the only thing besides the lower offset on my Del Sol wheels, they're pretty much the same thing. I almost wanted to put these things on the Del Sol, man. Very tempting, the silver 5-spoke, but I got plans for that car. That car will see a 5-spoke soon, but yeah, not bad. Little Facebook Marketplace scoop to get off the steelies. I'm not rubbing at all in the front. That looks like someone already hit me. That's fun. I'm not rubbing at all in the front. Everything else is looking clear. No scraping issues. So yeah, no, these things are pretty sick, man. Nothing too crazy, but I felt like I had to add this in here because next is, ooh, that's next video. Because this car has no lumbar support at all. But yeah, cool. Whoa. Alrighty, so the wheels are on. Got a couple other parts for the car as well too. We got some tints. World of a difference. This car has the biggest freaking front windshield, so having a nice little just tint banner on the top just really made the car more modern and more sporty, which was really needed for this car. Put a Tomei shift knob on here because it's a little bit more controlled for kind of just daily driving. A little bit more responsive, kind of going through the gears and not just falling out of gear if I'm just resting my hand on there as well too. Ended up scooping a rear, the sport spoiler for this. I was going to get the side skirts too, but the plastic pieces were all broken inside, and I didn't really feel like that was gonna work out well. I mean, I could JB weld them and shit, but it's just gonna be more hassle than good. The full front bumper was smashed. I really wanted to get those fogs and lip kit, but whatever. Door panel was all messed up too. The fuse box was cut out, so I couldn't look at the wiring harness for the keyless door entry. So a couple things for this car I'm working on. I'm trying to get the keyless door entry to work, or I'm going to fabricate or try to get one in here. I'm going to try and use as many OEM parts as I can possibly, but I would like to just reinstall and actually have like a little door lock for this car. My next video is going to be the seat, so I will show you guys what I did. I found like a little form from 2011 on how to make the airbag light not pop on. So I have the position sensor electrical taped up, and I have a 2 ohm resistor kind of going into the connection for my airbag for the seat. I tried to do some cool turn signals and brake lights, LEDs, because basically I want to make sure people are paying attention to me when I'm driving. The footage does not want to work right now, so it's all getting silly. Keeps corrupting, it's getting stupid, but it's whatever. I figured I'd just update y'all. This car has been a blast. I'm averaging about 40 miles to the gallon, about 39, 40 miles to the gallon, because I'm doing all highway and stuff. The new wheels, I think it dropped about 2 or 3 miles to the gallon, but I think it's only about 2. I'm going to check to make sure, because I was driving like an idiot now that I had the wheels on there. I was having some fun in some corners, but it dropped down to about 36 miles to the gallon, and there's so many parts. I want to get an HKS exhaust for this thing so bad. I'm trying not to, because a couple other parts I need to order first, but we got tints in the car. We got pretty much everything else looking good. The starter, 2 things for this car. Sounds like there's water in the dash, so from what I've been reading up is possibly a clogged drainage line, or the coolant needs to be bled again, so I'm gonna have to look into that. The only other one too is the starter's about to go out, so the solenoid's starting to be weird, so when you start it, it does that, like, doesn't pull it back fast enough, so it's just and grinding almost every time. It sounds like I don't know how to start a car. It's mind-blowing, but it's whatever. One of my videos after this is I want to put a water temp gauge in this thing because I hate having idiot lights. I want at least a temp gauge. Give me a temp gauge. Come on. I want to check my engine. So I'm going to install one of those. I'll show you guys how to do all that. Super easy. That'll be fun. And then probably when I bleed the system again, then maybe I can hopefully get rid of that water in the dash scenario. So if any of you guys have those issues with these fits, stay tuned and I'll kind of try to relieve them. If you guys have any comments or any suggestions, let me know. Throw them down. But this car's been cool. I am slightly rubbing in the back right. I think I broke the bumper tab actually, but that's just, we'll deal with that later. But I will try to roll the fenders probably maybe next weekend or the following, depends. I don't know. Work's been silly, but yeah, I don't know. Stay tuned and enjoy. Have fun. Stay safe. Later. And I saw that, and that's why I'm replacing them. Alrighty, everything's off. I wire brushed inside of here because it was gross. This is already up, ready to go. I just gotta pop the hood first. But let's get this guy on. Man, I should have got a video of this, but these things were just like not moving at all. That's probably why it had calipers are all moving, brakes are all weird. But we got some good more grease in there. And there goes a bag.